You bought the pet at their store.
Yes.
And
Yes,
what
I
did you
did.
pay for it?
About $1,100.
Oh my God, for a cat?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a cat, I had a subscription to Cat Fancy. I love cats.
This is the plaintiff, Brad Saskowitz. He says he purchased a Scottish fold kitten from the defendant, and the thing had an upper respiratory infection, so the vet prescribed antibiotics. A few days later, he had to rush the cat to the emergency room because she came down with pneumonia. She also had fleas and was in such bad shape, she needed to stay in the hospital for an entire 2 days. He's called the defendant 12 times seeking reimbursement for his vet bills, but has never received a single return call. So he's suing for the $2,584.23 he's owed. This is the defendant, Rick. He says he's reimbursed the plaintiff over $1,000. The guy overreacted when the kitten came down with a common respiratory illness, and there was certainly no need to rush the thing to a hospital emergency room. He offered to treat the kitten at his own vet. The plaintiff refused, and anything extra he spent on treatment was a waste, and he's certainly not responsible. He's accused of pussyfooting around.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
What you are about to witness is real. The participants are not actors. They are actual litigants with a case pending in civil court. Both parties have agreed to drop their claims and have their cases settled here before Judge Marilyn Millian in our forum, the People's Court.
Be seated. Come to order, please. Litigants have been sworn, Your Honor.
Thank you, Douglas.
I will go get your
Okay,
eyes.
Mr. Staskowitz, you are suing Rick. Are you a breeder or a pet or a store?
Stores.
Okay, you're suing Rick's store. Rick, you have asked us not to use your last name or the name of the store, and we will respect that. For $2,584.23 that you say they owe you for vet bills and emergency room visits because they sold you a cat that had a respiratory problem. Tell me what happened.
I went into one of the stores, and we were looking for a particular breed. My wife was doing some research and found a nice low-tempered breed that would go with kids and everything for our
A
future.
nice what breed?
A nice breed that had a good temperament and everything
Okay.
for children and for our family. And she agreed on the Scottish Fold breed.
Scottish what?
Scottish Fold?
Scottish Fold, F-O-L-D?
Yeah, I have pictures if you
Let
want
me
to
see the
them.
pictures.
They may seem a little more familiar to you. There's one of the day after we purchased the cat, and then the other one where it actually looks healthy.
Oh, my
is
goodness.
More recent.
Look at
They
that
have
apple head.
Yeah, they have the folded ears. We liked them, and we liked the breed, the way they said they described them. So
How'd they describe them?
they're great with kids.
What
They're
makes
great
them
with
great
other
with kids? They're
pets.
friendly or
I guess
low-key?
friendly, yeah. They're very low key. They're kind of like lap pets, and they from what they said, they're very mellow. Even though they do like to play, they spend a lot of time resting, and we figured with our work style and everything, it would work out well.
Okay.
We went to one store where we thought they might have them. They didn't have them. They said they had one in another store, so we asked them if we could go and see it.
Okay, you don't have to give me that much detail. You bought the pet at their store.
Yes,
And
yes,
what
I
did you
did.
pay for it?
About $1,100.
Oh my God, for a cat?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a cat, I had a subscription to
They
Cat
call them
Fancy. I love
designer.
cats, but they call it what?
Designer cats.
Designer cat. Wow, $1,100. How do you sleep at night? Okay.
Well, in our situation, me and my wife have been trying to have a child. Now we've been married for a year and a half, and unfortunately, we had a couple problems. So we wanted to find something to keep us together and
I
give
thought
us
you said
something
that you
to care
had
for.
kids, that you were buying it for
we're,
kids.
We're planning for the future.
Planning for the future
Right.
to have kids.
Right.
Okay. So you don't have to explain to some sassy judge how you spend your money. It's your hard-earned money. You want to spend $1,100 on a cat. You just you stand there tall and proud with your broad shoulders and you say, yeah, I wanted the cat. All right, so anyway, so you buy the cat. And then what happens? The cat was how old when you took the cat?
I think it was listed at 11 weeks, 10 or 11 weeks
Okay.
at the time.
So is this pretty much like the day you brought the cat home?
Yeah,
These?
we purchased it in the middle of the afternoon. We brought it back to the house, and that evening that we had the cat, it was we thought it was kind of just like to sit with us all the time and not do anything at all. We would show it food, we'd offer it food. It would try to take little bits of bites, but it seemed to have a little bit of trouble breathing. At the time, this is our first kitten, so we didn't know that if they're unable to smell, they don't have any interest in food or water or anything like that. So we just kept giving him little bits of food whenever he would eat it. We kept food available and everything like that, and water. We kept him warm. He was with me most of the day. That night, we tried to lay him in his bed next to our bed, and she refused. I'm sorry, she refused to sleep in her own bed. She kept coming over to my side of the bed and meowing. So I stayed up the majority.
That's so unusual. Are you really preparing for kids? Because okay.
Right. So I would pick the cat up and hold it on my chest. I basically spent that entire night holding the kitten. What we didn't really get a hold of was that the kitten was trying to keep its body temperature up.
Okay.
Lack
the cat
of food,
was
the whole
sick.
nine.
Right. And you find that out when? That night or the next day when you take the cat?
We brought the cat to the vet the next morning.
Okay. And when you brought the cat to the vet, what did the vet tell you?
They took her in for fluids, low sugar, and low body temperature.
So they kept her in?
They had to.
For how long?
The condition of the cat was critical.
Do you have the paperwork?
Yeah.
Is that what you handed me?
Yeah, I handed you a ton of stuff
okay.
there.
All right.
There's a summary on the front. There's a summary of the prices on the back, on the second page.
In the end, you had to take the cat how many times to the ER?
Twice.
And how many times did you take the cat to the vet? Over this condition, I mean.
With the follow-ups or just for the initial?
No, with everything, with the follow-ups. Well, follow-ups that were related to the condition.
1, 2, 3, 4 times with the initial visit.
Okay. Okay.
Twice to the ER. Once for 2 days because the cat was unable to hold its own body temperature.
So it's a 4 plus 2. How much did you end up spending?
The total was $2,584.23.
$2,584? Okay. Now, at any point in time, Rick, that's your real name, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Rick, at any point in time, you want to put a paper bag over your head,
No,
too?
I'm good. I'm fine.
All right, Rick, tell me about, he calls you and he tells you that there's a problem. Do you ever say to him, come to my vet?
Yeah, absolutely.
And what does he say?
I've never talked to him. I talked to, I think, his wife.
Okay.
But I said, please, these vet bills can be astronomical. Bring the kitten to our vet. It's free. You don't have to pay him and worry about getting money from me. My vet bills me directly. That's the way it works.
Your vet bills what?
Would bill me directly.
Right,
In other words, a customer can bring an animal to
and he said?
She said no. She
said no.
wanted to stick with her vet. She didn't trust the vet. I don't know. I have 3 different vets that work with our stores, but none of them were good
She
enough.
just figures if they work with your store, they're not good.
I guess so.
Okay.
That's fine. And I commend them for actually bringing the kitten to a vet and having it treated.
Right.
But I love what I do, but I hate when there's problems like this and the vet bills are huge.
Because you think they're kind of bloated.
Well, it's an emergency visit, and treatment for animals are very expensive, and I don't understand why exactly.
How do I?
When a kitten weighs 1 pound, it can only absorb maybe $1 worth of antibiotics. That's it. What more
The
can
cat's
it get?
fine, by the way, right? The cat's fine now?
It's doing well. We're still trying to resolve the various other issues that came with the cat, which included the eye infection, ringworm, covered in fleas, and
Why
everything
would that
else.
take all this time?
Ringworm takes months, actually. It's a fungus.
Okay, but that's going to be fine. The cat's going to be fine. Tell me, now, when he contacts you and you see the bills rising and rising, what is it you do?
Well, actually, I think the contact was like the next day, or she did.
She, your wife.
And then the day after that, she contacted the store and said that the cat's got antibiotics and this and that. The next day, I think, is when I talked to her about the cat being at the emergency clinic. And that's when I said, please, you can go to our vets for free. It doesn't cost anything.
Right, we went over that.
And that was kind of, she was sticking with the plan. She was sticking with the vet, and she just said she's going to take me to court. And I said, listen, there's a state law that we refund up to the purchase price of the cat. And that's what we actually did, but...
So you did refund?
Oh, yeah, we did. 100% of the money they spent...
They refunded 100% of the purchase price of the cat?
Yes, 100%.
Okay.
No questions asked. But the vet bills now are so high, so they want to, obviously...
Right, but but before you came to court, are you aware that there's a state law that says that there...
My wife contacted him and said that the cat was in the emergency room and that we were looking for compensation.
I understand that, but now I need you to focus on my question.
Sure, I have a voicemail from him that states that call the store, give me your credit card number, and we need to refund you the credit card price so that I can start the ball rolling in your direction so that I can get you credit towards the hospital bills.
And welcome back to the People's Court. Harvey Levin here. So who's going to defend this, that some people like cats more than dogs? Excuse me?
I love cats more than dogs because I don't have to walk them. They're very self-sufficient.
So you're lazy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why not?
I got you. What do you think?
They're easy to cuddle up to instead of being a big ball of energy.
They scratch you.
No, they don't. You need to cut their nails.
I prefer dogs.
No kidding. Shh. Going inside the courtroom.
I want you to listen to me. There is a state law that gives you choices, that protects, it's a dog and cat law, that gives you choices in the state of New York. Most states have a pet law, okay? And what it allows you to do are one of several options. You can return the animal and get your vet bills. You can keep the animal and get your vet bills up to the purchase price of the animal, or you can exchange the animal. That's generally what it allows you to do.
Okay.
You have already taken advantage of, you've already, by that I mean you have already availed yourself of the one remedy, which is I want to keep the animal and I want to get reimbursed up to the purchase price of the animal.
Are there any laws that protect the animal from being sold to an owner that is known to be sick? That's my question to you.
An animal.
If the people at the pet shop know that the animal has pneumonia, are they allowed to sell me the pet? That's what I have
Right,
to
it
ask
does,
you.
and that's exactly what I just described.
It allows the pet shop
No,
to
it doesn't
sell
allow
an
it. It
animal
punishes them,
knowingly
and the
sick.
punishment is exactly what you've already received, which is the punishment is that they have to give back. If you choose to keep the animal, which you have, they have to give back the purchase price of the animal.
Regardless
they
of
have to
the
pay vet
price-
bills up to the purchase price of the
regardless
animal.
of the price
but
it
if
takes
you
to keep
choose,
the
are you
animal
talking
healthy.
over me over and over again?
I'm just trying to speak.
Okay, you're trying to speak over me. I'm still explaining. You ask me a question, I'm going to give you the answer, even if you don't like it. Okay? Because here's the thing. It's your choice. This is a free country. If you want to spend $10 million to service the cat, that's your right. But what you have a right to collect from the other guy in court is the reasonable vet bills, which these may or may not be reasonable. I don't even have to reach that point. He's already paid you the cap that the law requires him to pay, which is up to the purchase price of the animal. That's what the law requires him to do. So it's not, is there nothing that protects? No, there is something, but that's it.
Okay.
That's what you get.
Okay.
Yeah.
My question is, they sold us a cat that's sick. Are we entitled to give the cat what it's required to live, or should we allow the cat to die?
No, you can do whatever you choose to
Okay.
do as the owner of a pet.
Okay, and with that in
you can
mind-
give the cat $7,000 worth of treatment.
And with that-
But you are no more important or less important than every other pet owner in the state of New York that is capped by what the law says. He has already paid you exactly what he needs to pay you under the law. You received your protection under the law, and my verdict in this case is for the defendant.
See what the plaintiff has to say coming out here. First, sometimes, you may not agree with the law, but you have to abide by it.
Right. Yeah, I seriously thought that the law would protect the animal that's being sold, even though the pet shop sold them sick. That's all I thought.
Well,
really did.
So you do understand the ruling as it comes in, whether or not it's what you wanted.
No, not really. No, not at all.
Okay, how's the kitten? How's the cat?
It's after the last month of me and my wife losing sleep and stressing over it and taking care of it and staying up all night with it, it's starting to do well.
Well, we wish it the best.
Yeah.
And you too. All right, head around the corner this way. All right, come on out here. What do you have to say about this?
Well, nobody really won except the vet clinic. So
Well, don't you have some sympathy for the situation?
I'm glad the kitten's doing better, and I hate this when it happens with an animal that suffers. But I'm glad it was treated, and I'm glad.
And the owner has to go through taking care of it?
Yeah, it's just part of it. They're live animals. Anything can happen.
What do you think, Harvey?
I got to tell you, there are laws that vary from state to state. You should read the contract really carefully before you purchase the animal and know what your rights are if you end up getting a sick animal. That will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.
LinkedIn is pretty great at a lot of things, like helping you tap into the latest trends and insights in your field. We cannot stop your coworker from tapping her pencil. LinkedIn can help you find new jobs that align with your career goals. We cannot help you find the source of that weird smell in the office fridge. Ew. And while we can't stop your coworkers from bringing their hobbies into the office, LinkedIn can help you bring your career to the next level. LinkedIn is the network that works for you.
This is the plaintiff, Ahmad Chauhan. He says he hired the defendant to retile a bathroom for him. Well, all the defendant did was rip out his old tile and then disappeared. Turns out the coward messed up his fiberglass shower enclosure. He didn't have the money to buy a new one, and now he's left with one big fat mess on his hands. He's suing for $2,509.59. The amount is owed. This is the defendant, Stephen Cerso Seymour. He says he did start the plaintiff's job, but then his daughter fell ill and he apologized to him for the delay. Once he removed the tiles, he damaged the shower enclosure, and since he didn't have the money to buy a new one, he told the plaintiff to buy a new one himself, and he wouldn't have to pay him to finish the job, which would make them even. Now the guy is suing him for 2 months' rent? Come on. He's accused of tiling himself into a corner.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case in the docket, the plaintiff hired the defendant to retile his bathroom, says the defendant ripped out the tile and then just left. And the shower is now a big hole. But the defendant says, well, he has a series of excuses, actually. But are they good? It's the case of a little bathroom humor.
Cersosimo?
Cersosimo.
That's what I said. All right, Ahmad Chauhan?
Chauhan, yes.
You were suing Stephen Cersosimo for $2,509.59. For damages that, because according to you, he did some construction work on your home negligently. Tell me what happened.
I got Steve through local handyman services. He came on October 4th. He gave me the code. We signed the paperwork, and I wrote the check for $550. And we were supposed to go to get.
How much in total were you going to pay him?
$800.
And for the $800, he was going to do what kind of work?
He was supposed to put in a shower enclosure and reglaze the tub.
And reglaze the tub. Okay. Do you have a contract?
Yes, I do.
He does, and you don't?
Yes, Your Honor.
Why?
Because I misplaced mine.
How many places could it be? Come on up.
Sorry.
You what?
We were in a car accident today. Actually, right before we got here, we had to have a car bring us here. So.
And so where's
it's in the vehicle.
Documents in the other car?
Yeah.
Oh my
I had
goodness,
a car
that's not
vehicle
misplacing it. That's a much better story. Who is she?
But he
Who is she to you? That's your wife? Listen, she's a keeper, okay?
He just didn't want to give you an excuse.
Oh, no. That's so much better than I don't know where's. I can't tell you how much. Stay standing. All right. So, what happens?
So we went to Home Depot. He was already there. He got the stuff on the cart. And I just went there and paid for the stuff. And he took the stuff with him. He was like, I couldn't do it today, but it was raining that day. And he said he's going to do it tomorrow. Start working on it tomorrow. I went to the condo the next day, and nothing was done. He kept on delaying it. After a few days later, he did go to the condo. He just ripped off some part of the tiles from the shower side, and that's it. And it remained like that for the whole month of October. And in November came, he started ripping off the rest of the tiles, and that's all he did.
Okay.
And then by the end of November...
Are you saying to him what's going on? What's going on?
Yes. And he said, he's...
You should always put in a home improvement contract by what date you want it completed.
He said 1 week. That's what he said.
No, I know, but that's not in the contract.
Okay.
So you should always put in a home improvement contract work to be done between X and Y. You should always do that for your protection. Okay.
So by the end of November, he took out the tiles. I don't know if he calls reglazing, but it wasn't reglazed. It was the paint that he did. And at that point...
What kind of paint?
Just the regular paint. I guess, when I hired him...
Didn't you buy the what's it called, glaze paint?
It's two-part epoxy paint. It's a glaze. It comes in a kit.
Weren't you there when it was purchased?
No.
Yeah. I thought you were at Home Depot when it was... Do you have the receipt for Home Depot?
Yeah, it's on under contract.
Oh, yeah. Tub and tile finish aerosol white?
Yes.
2 at $46.57?
Yep.
Is that a spray?
Yes.
Okay. So you were there when it was purchased?
Yes.
Okay.
But it looked like a paint, not like glossy, like a glaze thing.
Right.
And it keeps on coming off. And I have
Do you have a
pictures.
picture?
Yes, I have a picture.
Let me see.
Those are all the pictures.
Okay. What color was this tub beforehand?
Fawn color.
What color?
Like
Fawn?
Like a
Like a camel, like a brown?
Yes.
Like a burgundy.
Burgundy?
Yeah, it was like a reddish, tannish color.
Was it that color that's coming through?
No, that's discolored right there.
Yeah, but what is that? That's the paint not adhering,
Well,
right?
the water did drip there Your
Well, I know the
Honor.
water does drip there, but we.
That was...
Listen. I know. I've had this done to my house a couple times.
Right.
First of all, it costs a lot more than $40 or $20 a can.
It's
It
just-
should, if you're buying the right stuff. I don't know what this is, but even at whatever cheap price you're getting this done at, it should last longer than a month, right? Because that's a month.
You are right. You
Right?
are correct, Your Honor.
It might have dripped before it set, is what he's saying.
I was going to fix
Water
that.
dripped on it
There was a lot
before
of
it-
circumstances. I had a family issues going on at that time.
Okay,
with my,
tell me what, according to you, this starts to happen, and he starts to not show up, and what is he telling you is the reason?
Sometimes it was like his car breaking down. Sometimes, he wouldn't even pick up his phone. The other times, mostly it was his daughter's family issue.
What's his daughter?
He said that his daughter has some heart problem, murmur.
She had heart surgery on January 7th, and we were dealing with that before then. She had open heart surgery. She's 5
She
years
had a lot
old.
of
How old
doctor's
is she?
appointments.
She's 5.
How's she doing?
She's
Great.
good. she had surgery on Monday and wanted to go back to school on Friday. Wouldn't let her, but she went back the next Monday.
Oh
She
my
had open
gosh.
heart surgery in Connecticut Children's Hospital.
Wow, you
They
just
do
love
they
the
do
hospital.
wonders.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. So.
Wow, that's pretty big. But all right, so then what happens?
So, suppose the contractor calls you up and says, I can't be there today. My daughter's having open heart surgery. Would you cut him a break?
Yes.
Okay. Now, how long of a break would you cut him for?
Until his daughter was stable.
3 months.
That's how long it takes to be stable.
Well, I don't know. I mean, suppose he says he wants to be with her. So stable means what? She's out of ICU?
Yeah.
Good.
She's alive.
She's alive. That's your standard. Okay. What do you think?
I would cut him a break too.
Would you cut him a break for 2 weeks?
Longer.
Oh, a month?
Yes.
Oh, interesting. You, ma'am?
I wouldn't. I would just say that day of surgery, I also have to have my things completed, my job completed and done. And if we have an agreement, a contract, then he has to fulfill that contract.
Fair enough. Going inside the courtroom.
I served him with, one certified letter that, if he doesn't, complete the job, I'm going to take him to court. And following that, he called me and,
Did you know his 5-year-old was having open heart surgery?
He didn't say that she was having open heart surgery. He said there were frequent visits to hospital. That's what he said. And I mean, I was like more than enough, patient with that kind of problem. So, but I mean,
Should have talked to his wife. She would have explained more fully and more satisfactorily. But in any event,
Your Honor,
at some point, many months have passed, and
Yes.
is this the only? This is not the only bathroom you have, I hope.
That's the only bathroom.
It is the only bathroom you
That's the
have.
only bathroom.
So how are you taking showers and everything? Oh no,
No.
you're renovating this
It's
place.
renovating.
Okay. So this is delaying your being able to collect rent.
Yes.
Okay, so go ahead.
So after he wasn't returning my calls, I went to house.
Why were you not returning the call?
There was times where I didn't, because I was at the hospital, but I did return his calls, and I was very up forward with him from the beginning about
Okay,
everything.
but like when you say,
It would only be a few days.
Okay.
And I did return all his calls, and I was very upfront with him. There was a time in the beginning I did offer to pay him back the money because of the delay and everything that was going on.
why don't you just take that?
He didn't pay.
He what?
He wouldn't pay. He doesn't have money. He said he
No,
wanted to.
no.
Hold on,
Excuse me.
hold on. Go ahead.
He said he wanted to finish the job. He doesn't have the money right now, and he wasn't
That's
sure
not-
he doesn't have the job right now. That's what he told me. Said.
He never said, let's just call it quits and I'll pay you back the money you paid me. He never said that.
He never said that.
Okay, so now what ends up happening, as I understand it, we discover that he made a mistake with the shower enclosure.
That's.
Go ahead.
Yeah, that's what he says.
What mistake did you make with the shower
I
enclosure?
cut the hole wrong when I was trying to put it over the valve, so therefore I couldn't use it.
Okay.
So the water would.
Is this your first time or something?
No, it wasn't. It was a stupid error, to be
Okay.
honest with you. It normally doesn't have to. It was
So
way,
you now have to get another shower enclosure.
Right.
Which costs how much?
$300 approximately.
$262.
$262, yeah.
All right. So what ends up happening? You end up buying a shower enclosure and paying somebody else to do it.
Yes.
And then you paid the other contractor what? $50 plus
The force-
$475?
Yes.
So you get the job finished. And is this the same shower enclosure?
No. What happened, I went to Home Depot and I showed the receipt, what he bought. The person at the Home Depot, he said, if you already have the tub in there, that's not the shower enclosure that should go around it. It's for custom-made tubs only. And I didn't know that at that time when he bought it. He should have known because he's a contractor. So
He's not exactly a contractor, I don't think. Are you a licensed contractor?
Yeah, but it did
He
go
is
over the
licensed
tub, and
contractor.
I
Does
am
have a license?
licensed.
10
Yes, I
years.
do.
And when he's,
I get that impression.
I mean,
I've been in
was the
business
worst job
this
he's
was
ever
it was
done.
unfortunate. And there was a lot.
At least he admits it. This is the worst job he's ever done because his head was somewhere else. All right, his head was
It
somewhere
normally does not go
Okay,
in this
okay.
manner.
else. Okay. I can tell you kind of feel bad. All right. So you are suing him for rent
yes.
on account of what?
I couldn't rent it out. I couldn't even show anyone the bathroom. I mean,
I know, but okay. You have a responsibility to mitigate your damages by getting it fixed by someone else. And if you're not in the position to do that, I understand, but that doesn't translate into a bonanza for you because you failed to mitigate your damages. I can't now turn around and say you owe him thousands and thousands of dollars because, as it turns out, he gave you way too much time and it was a bad idea on his part to continue to give you more time and more time. All right, here's how it's going to be. You got to return. There is very little value to what you did on this job. It's just pulling out the tile. And frankly, that's kind of a wash with the time it took you and, the hassle and runaround that he ended up going through. So I'm going to order you to return. There's many ways a judge can measure damages. One of them is to undo the contract and give him back anything that he paid you. Another one is to figure out how much he paid in order to get it to where it needed to be. And that's where I was leaning towards, that one, which is a lower figure. But quite frankly, I think that I'm going to do what he wants, which is returning any monies that he paid to you, because I disagree with you on the rent, and I am not going to end up ordering that. But I am going to order him to pay you back the $909.59 that he paid you, understanding that it cost you almost $760 is what it cost you to get it to where it needed to be for you to rent it. Have you rented it?
it's on the market because it got done last month, mid of last month. When I got my paycheck, I paid the contractor.
So it's on the market now to be rented?
Yes.
Okay, well, good luck with that. It looks pretty now.
It was horrendous, going through all that. I mean, I did understand, what his daughter was going through.
I know, it's all horrendous.
But,
but at the end of the day, aren't you glad that you did not? Do you have children?
No, I have a nephew who went through same thing.
Yeah, so aren't you glad at the end of the day that you had a tile and bathtub problem and not that one?
Yeah, that's why
I mean, it doesn't mean you're not entitled to your money. You're entitled to your money. But,
that's why I was being nice.
You don't sweat the small stuff,
Yeah.
right? And that's not small stuff. The tile stuff is. Pay them back the money. You've been very patient, by the way. $909.59, and good luck to you, and bless you and bless her, and I hope that things continue to go well for her.
Thank you.
Okay?
Both sides, hold on right there, sir.
Well, so even the shower guy admits it wasn't your best work, right?
No.
But
under circumstances, I'm sorry. I'm just glad everything has come to resolve.
well, what the judge had to say at the end in making the ruling about sweating small stuff as opposed to the big stuff, are you still concerned about the work you did in that case and under those circumstances?
I feel bad about it. I tried everything I could to make it right.
Right?
I tried.
If you did that job again right now, would it come out perfect?
It would come out much better and much perfect than the way it was. So
Right, and,
it wouldn't have been and went the way it did, and unfortunately it did.
Well, at least the work in the hospital came out a lot better, right?
Yes.
Perfect. All right, good.
All right, guys,
Good for you guys. All right, so come on in here, and you satisfied how this comes out? You got work and materials back.
I'm happy that I got some money back. I didn't get to explain, more that when I went to his house, he was working he said he doesn't have a job, but he was already working somewhere else. But I mean, at least I got some money back.
Yeah. Okay. And the shower, how's it go? How is it?
I cannot still rent. I have to get money.
Still in the same condition,
no,
right?
No, it's just the tub needs cleaning.
Yeah. Harvey.
When time really matters, you should put the words "time is of the essence" in the contract. They are magic words that really mean something in the law. Time is of the essence. Follow the dancing ball. That will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.
This is the plaintiff, Robert Ramos. He says he built a trailer for his daughter as a wedding gift 20 years ago, and sometime last year it was stolen. He searched the area high and low for the thing, and voila, he found it parked at the defendant's house. The defendants claim they bought it from someone. He told them it was stolen and wanted it back, and the defendants told him, tough. Well, we'll see about that. He's suing the couple for $700, the value of the trailer. These are the defendants, Mary and James Hicks. Mary says the plaintiff came to their home in the middle of the night and said he was taking their trailer because it was his. They bought the thing from a guy 6 months prior, and they aren't giving the plaintiff the trailer just because he shows up one night and claims it's his. They're accused of holding on tight.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case on the docket, the plaintiff built a trailer for his daughter as a wedding gift and says it was stolen, believes the defendants are the culprits. But the defendants say they bought it fair and square from some guy. It's the case of the trailer with a hitch.
Robert Ramos?
Yes.
You are suing Mary and James Hicks for $700, the value of a trailer that you say you discovered on their property that was stolen from you a few years ago. Tell me what happened.
Okay, first of all, I'm not suing them for money. I want the trailer. But what happened was, years ago, I owned a welding shop. I designed and built this trailer. About a year and a half ago, my son took it into Hillsborough to help some people move.
How many years ago did you design and build it?
27 years ago.
And you gave it to your daughter as a wedding gift?
Yes.
That's so sentimental. And what is the trailer? What was it? Do we have a picture of the trailer?
I have everything.
Okay. Do you have a picture of the trailer when it was in your possession?
Yes.
May I see it?
Mm-hmm.
What kinds of things would the trailer haul?
Anything. I've hauled hay with it. I've hauled furniture. Anything. It's a flatbed trailer.
Oh, there it is in a parade.
Mm-hmm.
So is that wood that I'm seeing here?
Yes, that's wood on the sides.
Painted black.
We painted it black for that parade, yeah.
Right. Okay. What happens?
So my son took it into Hillsborough to help some people move, and he had it at a Walmart parking lot. He went inside.
Alone, like not connected to his car?
It was not connected. It was not connected to his car when he went into the store. But when he came out, it was gone.
Wait, I don't understand. Why did he disconnect it from his car?
Because he was doing some other running around. And
Are you sure he didn't just leave it there and didn't?
I don't know.
Right.
I don't know. That's a good question.
Yeah.
Anyway, he was in the store, he said, the day it was taken. He was in the store. He came out.
Did he check to see if the store had towed it?
Yes, it's in the letter from him, the day it was taken.
Because that would be my first thought if he left an unattended trailer with no markings in a parking spot in a Walmart parking lot that Walmart was going to tow him. The trailer I borrowed from my parents was stolen from the Walmart store parking lot. How long did he leave it there, too? I reported it to the store manager. He confirmed the trailer had not been towed away by them. I then checked with my friends and my father to confirm they had not used it. Oh. Mm-hmm. Like, why would that need doing unless you're, like, leaving it there for many, many a day? I visited the area several times to look for it. On February 7th, 2013, I told my father I had located the trailer in front of a residence in Hillsborough. My father came that night to see the trailer. I waited in the area for him to arrive to show him where it was and ensure it did not disappear again. Okay. So it gets stolen. Do you report it to the police?
Yes. At the time it was stolen, we went to the police and they said, there's not much we can do for you.
Okay, they could be on the lookout for it, but I mean, there's no...
So we proceeded to look for the trailer.
What'd you do? Just go up and down the street everywhere?
Yes, we went driving around trying to find it. We couldn't find it. So anyway, a year and a half passed, and my son located the trailer. He found it in front of the house.
Okay, how do you know it's the same trailer?
He recognized it because he's been using it for 27 years.
Okay.
I said, we know the trailer, and I know the trailer because I made it.
Okay. What are the features? I know the trailer is mine because there are features on the trailer that are my own design.
Okay, I have some sketches for you.
Okay. Do you have pictures of the trailer? May I have it? Okay, bent plate welded to ends of channel.
You notice that bent plate there?
Yep.
Right behind the coupler?
Yep.
Ordinarily, a person would cut it flat across and put a flat plate on there. But in that instant, I just happened to bend the plate and put it on the ends of the 4-inch channel.
And why did you bend the plate?
Oh, just decided to do it that way.
But why? Because it was a better idea?
To make it look nicer so that the ends of the channel don't show. Then another feature is something that I like to do when I built trailers. I'm retired now, but you see the pipe sticking through the channel that the wires come out of? Mm-hmm. That's my own design. I like to do that.
That's unusual.
Mm-hmm. But these pictures here show the trailer now in front of his house. And I recognized it immediately because of that bent plate that I put on the front.
Where did you guys get this trailer?
We bought the trailer back in September from down in Banks, Oregon. And the man said that I have a statement from the man just last week telling about the trailer, how he got it.
Okay, let's see that statement.
I also have the bill of sale.
Okay, and how did you pay?
Cash.
And what did you pay?
We paid $500, although in the gentleman's statement, he couldn't remember and he put $600.
But you actually paid $500?
We paid $500, yeah.
Okay.
And he put the new deck on it and everything, and the rails.
Say it again?
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
The man did.
He did what?
He put new wood on it. He put new railings, decking. It's all in the statement.
I received the utility trailer in question in June of 2012 for $600 that would owe to me by a friend of mine for the past 2 years. I sold it about 2 months after I finished putting a gym floor coating on all the wood. I sold it to James Hicks that fall for $600, and he gives his phone number. And this is the receipt from actually that day?
Yeah.
Okay. So did you call the police?
Yes.
And, well, did you talk to them and say anything to them?
Yes, we went to their house, and I said, that's my trailer. I built it for my daughter. And they said, well, I paid $500 for it. I said, well, it was stolen. You bought a stolen trailer.
Okay.
And so the police said, well, you're going to have to go to small claims court to take care of it.
And here we are.
So do the defendants have to give this back without getting any money?
I think they should. I mean, they didn't check their sources. I think they should have to give it back.
But they didn't know. I mean, they just didn't know. Do they have to give it back?
I think so.
Huh?
Yeah.
Without getting any money?
No.
Okay. Well, that answers that. Going inside the courtroom.
I understand you're saying, well, this is really unusual. This is my like little trademark thing on this object that I built, and other people don't have this, so I know it's mine. And I understand you. Some crazy guy came to our door and said, give us your trailer, it's mine. And you're like, what? We have a couple problems. Let me explain what the problems are. This is not a new situation. It's not like a case of first impression or anything. This happens. And when it happens, there's a certain inquiry that the courts have to go through, okay? There's 3 things you've got to prove. Number 1, that this is your item. Number 2, that it was taken from you under nefarious circumstances like theft. And number 3, that they are not bona fide purchasers. Let us assume you've proven the first 2. Let's assume you've proven that it's yours and that it's stolen, because I believe that I know it was stolen, and I may believe that this is the one that was stolen. Let's go with that. How are you ever going to prove item 3, which is that these folks did not pay good money for it and buy it under legitimate circumstances?
Yeah, I'm not questioning that at all.
I know.
At all. I
know you're
hold
not.
no malice against them. They bought a trailer, you know.
Right.
They didn't know.
Right. And I know that your feeling is, well, hey, if it's stolen goods, they got to take the hit, not me. The thing is that that's not what the law is. They're like, you know, when they buy it and they pay good money and they don't know that the item, and there's no, you know, it's not a car where there's a VIN number that you would know it was stolen. It's an item that they had no way of knowing. Mm-hmm. And not only that, they've gotten the affidavit. They didn't just say, oh yeah, we bought it. Mm-hmm. They've gotten not an affidavit, a statement from the fellow they sold it from. They've had that guy say who they bought it from. They've got the cities involved. Maybe you'll be able to pursue one of them. But I just don't see how you get over step 3, which is proving that they are not real purchasers. And, you know, you admit as much. That's actually one of the elements in order to make them give it up. That, you know, maybe they bought it from some guy wearing a trench coat, you know, in a street corner, and, you know, under circumstances that they should know it's stolen goods. It fell out of the back of a truck, you know, those kinds of circumstances. But based on what has been presented to me, I can't tell them, hey, you owe him the money or you owe him the trailer, because I find that they are bona fide purchasers. I am, however, going to get you a copy of the guy's statement and the guy's phone number, and maybe you can follow up that way and try to see if any of them were...
Well, what could I do with them?
I don't know.
Nothing.
I don't know.
No.
If I know that there's nothing you can... Have either of you ever been convicted for theft?
No.
I have.
You have? Oh, tell us about it.
Well, it doesn't have anything to do with this case, does it? I mean...
Oh, I don't know. Well, you're testifying, so it does. I'm allowed to ask you that question because you're testifying. When was the theft?
When?
Yeah, when?
About 30, 40 years ago.
30, 40 years ago?
Now it has nothing to do with it. Because the law says you consider it when it's 10 years or younger. What was it, by the way, just because I want to give you a chance to...
I can't remember.
But was it grand theft, petty theft? Was it shoplifting?
I can't really remember. I don't remember. It's 30, 40 years ago. I'm 61
really
now.
What was it? Do you know?
I don't know, was it the tires?
I don't remember it. But
I think it was some tires. I haven't known him that long.
All right. It was interesting, but it can't change my verdict. It's not enough to change my verdict. And not with all this information, which I'm going to make sure you leave with, not with the bill of sale and everything else that's here. Okay, verdicts for the defendants. Make sure that he leaves with the statement.
Well, the plaintiff coming out of the courtroom right now. Sir, step in here. Tell me what's your feeling on the outcome of this case.
Well, I feel disappointed because I know it's my trailer. I built it, and I've had it for 27 years, and I know it's my trailer. It's difficult to lose it like that.
Yeah, well, can you part with it? I mean,
Oh, it's not the end of the world.
Can you build another one?
I can.
You still build them?
I built a lot of them. Oh, I'm retired now.
Yeah. You don't build them anymore?
No.
Maybe one more.
But I have no malice against him. He bought a trailer. He didn't know it was stolen.
How about when he's obviously a very honest person. The judge asked, have you ever been convicted of, theft? He goes, yes. I mean, is there a more honest person?
Right. Right. It's just a shame because I know it's my trailer.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Well, all right. Head around the corner here. All right. So head on out here. Come on in here. You satisfied how this comes out?
Yes, very much.
Put yourself in his shoes for a minute.
Oh, I feel sorry for him. I know, it's
you
not.
should have put a mark on it to let it know it was his, somewhere underneath, like his driver's license number, or his initials or something. Welded on if it's a welder's shop.
Good idea, but he did have those certain features that were kind of
It could have
unique.
been on any kind of trailer.
Well, do you have any doubt that that was the trailer he originally
I don't know,
built?
man. I mean, you come along, show somebody a picture and say, hey, that's mine, and, it's hard to say.
This is a
If
pretty
he wants
honest
it
guy.
back, I'll sell it back to him for $500 I paid for it.
If he's anything, he is honest, this man right here. Over to Harvey.
The fact this defendant was convicted 30 years ago is irrelevant. It was 3 years ago, maybe a different story. 30 years, too bad.